Hi guys, and welcome to the Monochrome watch reviews. Today we're taking a closer look at the Glashütte Original PanoMaticCalendar. It's the latest addition to the brand's Pano collection and also the very first annual calendar from Glashütte Original. As you probably know, the annual calendar was originally developed by Patek Philippe, and they introduced the first annual calendar in a wristwatch in 1996. The main difference with the perpetual calendar is that it requires fewer parts and is less complex to build, hence cheaper, thinner, and easier to service. And in terms of functionality, it's easier to operate than a perpetual calendar and only one date correction per year. As said, this watch is part of the Pano collection. This collection comprises watches with an off-center hours and minutes dial, with the second subdial placed partially overlapping the hour-minute subdial. Additional complications like a chronograph, a moon phase, power reserve indicator, or a big date are also placed off-center, and an important factor, which is really good, is that these indications do not overlap one another. Within the Pano collection, there's also that very attractive Pano inverse, with its inverted movement and fully exposed hand-engraved double fine regulator. Now, that is a sexy watch. The PanoMaticCalendar features this off-center hour and minute subdial, with the small seconds below, the moon phase to the right, and below is the large date, or panorama date as it's called. This panorama date is composed of two non-overlapping discs with a concentric mounting. So the two discs are always on the same plane. That looks so much better than when these discs have a different height. That panorama date is definitely one of the big selling points for the Pano collection. Since it's an annual calendar, it's pretty convenient to have a month indicator as well. This is placed rather cleverly at the lower right edge of the dial, in a semicircular arch between the 3 to 6 o'clock position. All months are tinted in the same colour as the dial, except for the number of the current month, which sort of pops out. I've never seen such a month indication, and I think it looks good. Plus, it's a so-called retrograde month indication, where the indicator jumps from the 12 back to the first month within a fraction of a second. The PanoMaticCalendar comes in two editions, which are drastically different, yet technically identical. A classic red gold model that's part of the permanent collection, and a 150-piece limited edition made out of platinum with an open-worked dial. Both share the same 42mm case with a height of 12.4mm, a decent 50-meter water resistance, polished on the top surfaces and brushed on the sides, sapphire crystals front and back. Inside ticks a new movement, caliber 9210, for the black rhodium plated movement in the limited edition, or caliber 9209 in the red gold non-limited edition. The architecture of this automatic movement is typical Glashütte Original, with the familiar 3/4 plate, the off-centered rotor with the double G logo and 21K gold oscillating mass, and of course the double swan neck fine adjustment. The power reserve is 100 hours, which is by the way more than double, as for instance the PanoMatic Lunar. So, the movement has been upgraded, and they not only doubled the power reserve, but also added a silicon balance spring, improving on the anti-magnetic game. The movement's finishing features the well-known decorations of the brand: fine stripes, beveled edges, blue screws, and hand-engraved balance cock. If you want to know more details about the PanoMaticCalendar, check out monochromewatches.com for a more detailed review. Thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you guys next time.